Dionysus, aka Bacchus, part 6. So again, King Pentheus is the antagonist of this play. This play is the Bacchae by Euripides. King Pentheus is Apollonian in his thinking. He's a square, total stick up his ass. He's out of touch with reality. He's like super authoritative. He's arrogant. He tries to shame and clown Cadmus and Tiresias when he spots them dressed in their fawn skins or their goat skins, sporting their thyrsus, getting ready to go into the wilderness to engage in the Dionysiatic rites. He starts to clown them, say how idiotic they look, how they're too old to be dressed that way, how they're too old to be dancing, too old to be having fun, too old to be fucking letting loose. So, they engage in a back and forth where they pretty much let him know about himself and tell him how stupid he is because he continually denies the divinity of Bacchus and insult the rites, the customs of the Dionysians. To bring this story home, at the end, he winds up getting ripped to shreds by the devotees of Bacchus, by his mom, actually, because his mom was one of the devotees. Bacchus, outsmarts him and deceives him and gets him to undergo the Dionysiatic rites without him being aware of it. He fools him into dressing into the fawn-like skins to disguise himself so that he can get into the celebration and be able to find his mom and to bring her home. But what he doesn't realize is when he dresses in the goat skin, by sporting the thyrsus and drinking of the wine, he made himself susceptible to the influence of Bacchus. And Bacchus drove him into a state of confusion and made his mom think that he looked like a beast. And his mom and the other devotees tore him apart, ripped him in shreds because they were in a state of frenzy. Now, how does Bacchus connect to Yeshua? The first connection we make is wine. Yeshua turned water to wine. What is water? Water is symbolic of the emotions, but is also symbolic of consciousness, because a sea of consciousness is consciousness on a collective level, but a river of consciousness is consciousness individuated. So Yeshua transforming water to wine is Yeshua transforming consciousness into an alternate state, a state of ecstasy, of frenzy. Wine is an intoxicant. That's why it causes us to fall into this alternate state. We get intoxicated. So wine is also symbolic of the blood of Yeshua. Remember the Last Supper? In the Last Supper, devotees of Yeshua consume his flesh as bread and his blood as wine. Y'all gotta catch this next part. This shit about to get deep. Y'all be easy.